What have you done then? What's different then for this season?
Yeah. To achieve the target of having a more stable, more forgiving car, there are two sides. One is aerodynamic. Basically, the target was to have a very stable aerodynamic during cornering, not losing downforce during cornering or just a minimum of downforce. On the mechanical side, the target was to have good feedback and also to improve the grip level, the mechanical grip of the car. Let's start with the aerodynamic. The most obvious part, which is different to the F107, is the front wing. It's quite a massive front wing. But with this front wing, we achieve that the cars are less sensitive to steering, to cornering, to side wind. When we go further back, the turning wing area, that's all optimized overall to have higher downforce, level for the same drag. That means aerodynamic efficiency is always one of the main issues which have to be improved on a car to be quicker. Then the side pod area and the engine cover is even lower than last year's or on last year's car. That means we tried to reduce the volume of the engine cover to have a better airflow to the rear wing, which gives then more stability and also higher downforce level. We also have complete new elements on, like this heck wing, to create more downforce. On the mechanical side, there is a new front axle kinematic with the main target to improve the feedback for the driver, because the driver, they will have to correct the cars more often, more precise, because of ban of traction control. And also the rear suspension is also a complete new development. And here we try to maximize the grip, we maximize the potential of the tires, and also to take away the peakiness of the handling. Basically, if the car is a bit unstable, that the driver doesn't lose the car, that it's easier to control it and bring it back on track.
In terms of the ECU, the standard ECU, what sort of changes is that then to the chassis?
Yeah, with the standard ECU, traction control is banned, and also the engine braking control. That means overall what last year's electronic was doing, basically to running perfectly on the limit of the tires, now the driver has to do. For this reason, we had to develop a car which is easier to drive or more stable, and also a rear suspension, for example, which overall improves the traction, gives more mechanical grip.
One final point then. We're 2 months away from the first race in Melbourne in Australia. How different is this car going to look, or is the BMW Sauber F108 going to look come Melbourne and the race?
Yeah, for Melbourne we will have definitely some features on a car which are not on a car now, because we have a continuous development throughout the whole year, and we have already the new parts developed, which we will see fairly soon on the next tests on a car, which are quite obvious. And I hope that we have more and more parts coming from Melbourne, which are improving the performance of the car.